Hi, this is Supriyo. So I am back again with a current affairs MCQ video. So this video is going to cover general awareness questions from January 1, 2020 to January 17, 2020. Now I have already made a 121 MCQ video. So just like this, another current affairs quiz with 121 questions, and I'll put the link up top. That video covers the second half of February mostly, and this will be covering from January 1 to January 17, 2020. And this video is going to contain 124 questions from this time period, January 1 to January 17, 2020. Now what do you need to do? You need to attempt each and every question, and remember, you have to attempt the question before I say the answer. So take out a notepad, just write down 1 to 124 and just mark your answer for each of these questions. In the end, please tell me in the comments below how much you scored. Can you score the highest? We'll find out. Okay, let's begin with question number 1. So the first question states, which city topped Swachh Survekshan League 2020 among cities having a 10 lakh plus population? So 10 lakh plus population cities, the ranking was done in the Survekshan, in the Swachh Survekshan League. So which city actually topped it? So the answer to this question, it is Indore. Now you must also remember something, that in the ranking for the cities with a population of 1 lakh to 10 lakh, the first position from 1 lakh to 10 lakh, this ranking, the first position was acquired by Jamshedpur. So remember, Jamshedpur for 1 lakh to 10 lakh and 10 lakh above, it is Indore. So that's all, that's the answer. Let's move over to the next question. Question number 2. To achieve a $5 trillion economy by 2024-25, the finance minister unveiled National Infrastructure Pipeline, very important, NIP. So NIP 2019 to 2025. The worth of this NIP project, how much is it worth? So the answer to this question is 102 lakh crore. It's a very important question, and this figure you must remember because it is the total worth of the National Infrastructure Pipeline. Under this, I think now more than 6,500 projects have been commissioned. And another important thing that you need to remember is that the infrastructure projects, there was a task force. So for the infrastructure project task force, it was headed by Atanu Chakravarti. So remember the name of the person, Atanu Chakravarti. He was heading the infrastructure projects task force, and after that all of these recommendations happened, and then the finance minister has unveiled all of these projects. So let's go to question number 3. Who will head the 7-member group of ministers GOM to review the crop insurance scheme PMFBY? So what is the PMFBY? It is the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So it's a very important question. The answer to this is Rajnath Singh. Let's move to question number 4. What is the Government of India supported LOC, line of credit, granted by Exim Bank to Cuba for solar parks? Now LOCs, these are very important, lines of credit. So what happens is the Exim Bank, it actually gives sort of loans, you can say, to foreign governments, but in return when those projects are getting done, they have to acquire a percentage of the materials from India. So our exports are actually helped by these kinds of arrangements. Now I have made a total video on the RBI current affairs, all the RBI news from December 2019 to January 2020, and I have covered these LOCs, and there are lots of LOCs. I have just put one question here. There are lots of others, so you can go ahead and check my video. So you will get all the RBI news, and also you will also know the LOCs. So lots of different things regarding RBI I have covered in that video. So those questions I am not putting in this video because it would be redundant, except if I find some very important things I might put it here, but most of the things are covered in that RBI news video. So make sure that you have watched that RBI news video. It will help all of you. Let's see the answer to this question. So Cuba, they got how much amount? The answer is $75 million line of credit. So all the lines of credit that the Exim Bank is going to support, it will be Government of India supported, and all of the figures are very important for the examinations. Let's move to question number 5. So what is the current interest on PPF, Public Provident Fund account declared by Government of India for January to March quarter? So quarterly basis, these accounts like PPF account, the Kisan Vikas Patra, the Sukanya Samriddhi, etc., these are called small savings accounts. So the government is going to declare quarterly the interest rates for all of these accounts. And for the January to March quarter, what is the answer for PPF? The answer is 7.9%. So there are various different small savings accounts, and I'll just show you the picture. As you can see, these are the various percentages. So please note down the percentages of all of these things that I am showing you on the screen right now, because all of them are very, very important. So let's move to question number 6. First and youngest tribal woman in the world to scale 6 mountain peaks in 6 continents. So 6 mountain peaks in 6 continents she has scaled. The answer to this question is Malavat Purna. So this woman, she is actually a woman from Telangana, and she has scaled 6 mountain peaks in the 6 continents. A very inspiring story. Let's move to question number 7. Who was given 1-year extension to remain Railway Board Chairman by Cabinet Appointments Committee? So the Cabinet Appointments Committee, this is headed by PM Modi himself, the Prime Minister. And so the extension, it was given to, the answer is Vinod Kumar Yadav. It's a very important question. So he remains the Railway Board Chairman. Let's go to the next question. Who was appointed as interim MD and CEO and additional director of Lakshmi Vilas Bank? So this is a very important question as well. The MD and CEO, interim MD and CEO of Lakshmi Vilas Bank, the answer is S. Sundar. Let's go to question number 9. HDFC acquired approval from CCI, the Competition Commission of India, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and IRDAI, the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, to hold how much percentage stake in Apollo Munich Health Insurance Company. So they are going to acquire it. So the approval was given for how much percentage? The approval is given for 51.20%, and remember that this is going to be taken up by the HDFC Ergo. So it's a subsidiary of HDFC. They are going to acquire it. So this is a very, very important question, and it was just recently approved by all the regulators. Let's move to question number 10. Uttar Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation launched helpline service for women named what? The answer is Damini. Next question. Indian Railways integrated all helpline numbers into which single number for customer convenience? So all the helpline numbers, different numbers we have, so most of them were integrated into a single number for customer convenience. So what is this single number? The answer is 139. So under 139, all of these things are going to be subsumed. Okay. Number 12. Ritualistic Festival Lai Haroba recently began in which state? It's a very important festival. The answer is Tripura. Let's go to question number 13. India's first e-Gazette portal for all Gazette notifications launched by which state? So it's a first e-Gazette portal for all the Gazette notifications of the state. The answer is Odisha. Question number 14. Which Pacific island nation becomes the first in the world to ban reef toxic sun cream that damages coral reefs? So coral reefs are going to be protected by this country. The answer is Palau. Question number 15. 2010 to 2019 was concluded by UNICEF as Deadly Decade for whom? The answer to this question is Deadly Decade for Children in Conflict. So very important, UNICEF has declared the previous decade as Deadly Decade for Children in Conflict. Next question. FDI inflows rose 15% to $26 billion in the first half of financial year 2020. Which country was the largest FDI source for India? These types of questions are very, very important, and you must also note that this figure, $26 billion, the total quantum of the FDI flows, they are also sometimes asked. So the answer to this question, it is Singapore. So remember the country and also the quantum. The various kinds of things are very important. So whenever you are covering the current affairs, remember the monetary figures, remember the figures, and also the names or the names of the states, the countries, etc. So both kinds of ways they can ask you that question. Let's go to question number 17. Britain's Prince William unveils multi-million-dollar prize for climate innovation. What is the goal of this prize? So what's the goal? The answer is provide at least 50 solutions to the world's greatest problems by 2030. So at least 50 solutions need to be provided. Let's go to question 18. Who was appointed as first chairman of the NMC, the National Medical Commission? The answer to this question is Suresh Chandra Sharma. So remember this name very, very well, because he was appointed as the first chairman of the National Medical Commission. So very important. Next question, where will ISRO set up its second launch port? The answer is Thoothukudi, Tamil Nadu. So as you know that ISRO, it is planning the Gaganyaan, where we will be sending astronauts, actual people from India into space. So for that they need additional launch capabilities. We already have one at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. So now they are going to launch something in Thoothukudi, Tamil Nadu. So it will be a second launch port. Next, go to question number 20. Which two games will be included for the first time in third edition of Khelo India Games? So these two games will be included for the first time. The answer is lawn bowls and cycling. Let's move to question number 21. World Health Organization designated 2020 as what? So this is very important because WHO, it often designates a year as having a certain kind of theme. So what's the theme for this 2020 year? The answer to this is International Year of the Nurse and Midwife. Let's go to 22. Cyber Safety Women campaign was launched by which state? The answer is Maharashtra. Question number 23. Telangana government declared 2020 as what? So the year of what? The answer to this is year of artificial intelligence, AI. So it's very important, like AI, IoT, these are very, very important. So Telangana government, it has acknowledged the use of AI. Let's go to question number 24. KVIC's first silk processing plant opens where to boost Patola Saree production? The answer to this is Gujarat. Question number 25. Ministry of External Affairs MEA has set up a new NEST division. What is the full form of NEST? The answer to this is New Emerging and Strategic Technologies. Let's go to question number 26. Which app was recently launched by RBI to help visually challenged persons identify currency notes? So this is also a very important question, and the answer to this is the Money app. Now, what is the full form of Money? So Money app, it stands for Mobile Aided Note Identifier. Now this is also a news item that I had covered in my RBI news video. So I have covered everything in small details in that video. So go check it out. It will help you out a lot. So let's move over to the next question. CSC E-Governance Services India Limited signed an MOU with whom for selling FASTags? So the answer to this question, it is Paytm Payments Bank. Okay, let's go to question 28. Which table tennis player from Uttar Pradesh became world's number 1 in under 21 ranking? So men's singles ranking, this person has become world's number 1. It's a matter of great pride. The answer is Manav Thakur. So remember the name. It's a matter of great pride that we are in the number 1 ranking. Let's move to question number 29. World Braille Day 2020 is observed when? The answer is January 4. Let's move to question number 30. Andhra CM Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy inaugurated which scheme to provide free medical treatment to those with income up to rupees 5 lakh. So up to rupees 5 lakh, they are going to provide free medical treatment, and also there are some other beneficiaries as well. So the answer to this question, it is YSR Arogya scheme. So let's move to question number 31. Which railway station is the first in North India and fifth in India to inaugurate navigation facilities for visually impaired? So navigation facilities for visually impaired. The answer to this question is Chandigarh railway station. Next question, 32. According to Forest Survey of India, how much percentage of India's forests are prone to fires? So this is a very important question because these forests are all prone to fires, and the answer to this question, it is 21.4%. So note the percentage, it is extremely important. Question number 33. Who will head the group of ministers GOM to discuss and examine amendments to the National Tariff Policy 2016? So some amendments are coming up to the National Tariff Policy. The answer to this question is Amit Shah. Question number 34. IRDAI mandated all health and general insurance companies to offer first of its kind standardized health insurance products, SHIP. So the name of this is, so this is a very important question because this is the first time that IRDAI has mandated that all of the insurance companies need to offer this standardized product. So the answer to this question, it is Arogya Sanjeevani. Question number 35. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited signed a memorandum of understanding with which company to make aerospace components? So aerospace components, the answer to this question, it is Wipro 3D. So with this IT company, they are going to tie up and they are going to make aerospace components. Question number 36. Linguists from the American Dialect Society voted which word as word of the decade 2010 to 2020? So this is a very, very important question, and this is basically the word of the decade. So can you believe it? So the answer to this question, it is they. Now remember why they have chosen they. It is because it is a gender neutral word. So when they are referring to they do not need to specify the gender of the person. And as you know that the LGBTQ movement and the gender neutral movement has gained a lot of traction in the past few years, in the last decade actually, and that is why these linguists, they have decided upon this word they. So remember, this is very, very important. Next question. New president of the West African state of Guinea-Bissau. The answer, it is Umaro Mokhtar Sissoko Embalo. Okay, next question, 38. Indian Army signed MOU with Russia for procurement of what? This is also a very, very major development, and Russia has always been a very close defense partner of India, as you know. They have always stood by us through thick and thin. So the answer to this is 7.5 lakh AK-203 assault rifles. Let's go to question number 39. 63rd National Shooting Championship competitions 2019 have been held where? The answer is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Question number 40. Former Karnataka governor and Padma Vibhushan awardee who recently passed away. So this was a very famous person. The answer is T.N. Chaturvedi. Question number 41. Mukhya Mantri Karmachari Swasthya Bima Yojana insurance scheme approved by, so the state that approved it, the answer is Madhya Pradesh. Let's go to question number 42. Which New Zealand batsman became the 7th cricketer to hit 6 sixes in an over across all domestic and international formats? So this person, he has hit 6 sixes in an over across all of the formats. So it's a very important name to remember. The answer is Leo Carter. Question number 43. 12th naval exercise between India and Oman was held in Goa, and the name of this, it's also a very important question. The answer is Nasim Al-Bar. Question number 44. Where was the first tri-dimensional expedition Maha Navy Connect 2020 launched by the Indian Navy? So where was this launched? So the answer to this question, it is Mumbai. Let's go to 45. A new world-class facility center for training ISRO astronauts will come up in India. At which place? So as I told you that Gaganyaan, we are going to launch the astronauts to space. So for that we need world-class facilities, because it is very expensive to send our astronauts outside of India. So right now they have been sending them to Russia and they are getting their training in Russia, but it's important that we build it ourselves also. So the answer is Challakere, Karnataka. So that is the place where we are going to set up this state-of-the-art facility, and it's a matter of huge pride for India. Question number 46. Which state will organize first edition of Zo Kutpui Festival 2020 in 10 Indian states, United States, Myanmar and Bangladesh? So in all of these places they are going to organize. Answer is Mizoram. Question number 47. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency BEE notified new standards for air conditioners with default temperature setting. So this is also a very important question, because default temperature setting they have actually mandated right now. And as you know, there is a lot of energy consciousness right now happening in the country, and we really want to spend as low energy as we can. So we need to save and conserve energy. This will be a great step. So the answer is 24 degrees Celsius. So all the ACs, the default setting will be 24 degrees Celsius. Let's go to the next question. Which police force started the 3rd edition of Sukanya project to train girls in self-defense? The answer is Kolkata Police. Question number 49. first urban cooperative bank to be converted to the small finance bank? So this is also a question and a news item that I have discussed very well in my RBI news video, so go check it out. The answer to this is Shivalik Mercantile Cooperative Bank Limited, and there are a few caveats. I've told all of them in the last video, so you can go and check that out. So this is a very important news item, and you can expect this type of question all the time in exams. So the 50th question now we come to. NSE launched which AI powered hub in New Delhi to serve the financial sector? So what is the name of this hub? The answer is NSE Knowledge Hub. And I hope that you are writing down your answers, so please note down whichever you have attempted as correct and which are wrong. It will actually help you. That is why I am repeating this again and again. So I hope that you understand this, and you just write down the points that you got and you just comment down below. So we'll see that how much you can score out of these questions. So the next question, 51, who is the next ambassador of India to the mountainous Caribbean island of Dominica? The answer is Arun Kumar Sahu. The question number 52. So first edition of Khelo India University Games 2020 will be hosted by which city? So this is the first edition of the University Games in Khelo India. The answer is Bhubaneswar. Next question. Who won the title at 95th Hastings International Chess Congress at Hastings in England? So who was the person who won this title? The answer is Magesh Chandran. Let's go to question number 54. Central Industrial Security Force CISF will observe 2020 as the year of what? So the answer is year of mobility. So these types of questions are also very important, where they are asking the themes and they are asking year of what. So these types of questions are often seen in the examination, so make a note of these types of things. Question number 55. Cabinet approved Memorandum of Understanding between India and Sweden on cooperation in what field? The answer is Polar Science field. Question number 56 now. 31st International Kite Festival was launched where? So it's a Gujarati festival as we all know it, and it is held at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. 57. Second phase of Intensified Mission Indradhanush IMI 2.0 begins where? So Mission Indradhanush is one of the very important health sector schemes of the government. So the answer is Uttar Pradesh. Question number 58. India's rank in the World Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Index TTCI 2019. So India's ranks in all of these indexes are very, very important, and you must note India's rank and also the country which has ranked at the top. So the India's rank here is 34, and the first country, the country which is at the top is Spain. Next question. NSO pegged India's GDP growth rate for the financial year 2019-20 at what percentage? So the answer is 5%. Let's go to question number 60. Forbes India's 20 people to watch in 2020 list was topped by whom? So the answer is Hasan Minhaj. So many of you might be watching his shows, and he has a very nice show on YouTube. You can go and check Patriot Act. It's very funny, and I often watch that show. And all of the other names, by the way, this Kanhaiya Kumar, Prashant Kishore, Mahua Moitro, these are all very important figures. So political figures, and they are also in the list, in the Forbes India 20 people list. But the list has been topped by Hasan Minhaj. So remember the name. Question number 61 now. Who is Croatia's new president? So the new president of Croatia, the answer is Zoran Milanovic. 62. Who was re-elected as the Prime Minister of Spain? So all these questions about presidents and prime ministers, if they are new and they have come to office, so it's quite important that we make a note of it. The answer is Pedro Sanchez. So it's also a very important question that you must have a track of. Question number 63. NASA's Planet Hunter TESS finds its first Earth-sized habitable zone world, which is called what? So the answer to this is TOI 700D. So this planet is one of the first Earth-sized habitable zone planets. So this is in a habitable zone of its star, and that is why scientists think that it can have a habitat of life. So question number 64 now. Which city was to host International Naval Exercise Milan in March 2020? Now please note that this has been called off now due to the coronavirus scare that we are going through. So which city was it going to be held at? So the answer is Visakhapatnam. Question number 65. Election Commission of India renewed its Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Electoral Management with Electoral Commission of which country? The answer is Mauritius. Next question. National Crime Record Bureau's 2018 report stated that crime increased by 1.3% in 2018 and total cases filed have been at what? So the answer is 50 lakh cases. Remember the percentage of 1.3% and also the 50 lakh total cases. Question number 67. Economist Intelligence Unit EIU rankings revealed which city to be the fastest growing urban area in the world. This question is very important. So this is the fastest growing urban area in the whole world. So this is in India. Can you believe? The fastest growing urban area in the world. So you can also say that this is the fastest growing city in the world. So the answer to this question, it is Mallapuram, Kerala. Question number 68. India's rank in Henley Passport Index 2020. Again, a very important ranking. So the answer is 84. And remember that Japan secured the top rank in this passport index. 69. SBI and Sunteck Realty Limited signed MOU on RBBG scheme, which stands for, the answer is Residential Builder Finance with Buyer Guarantee. Question number 70. Paytm unveiled all-in-one QR for merchants and also a new service to maintain digital ledgers called what? So the answer is Paytm Business Khata. Next question. Which bank launched customized My Apps to help urban local bodies, housing societies, local clubs, gymkhanas, etc.? So a whole host of urban local bodies and gymkhanas, local clubs, all of these bodies will be helped. So the answer is HDFC Bank. Question number 72. Who was appointed chairman and managing director of HUDCO? So this is also a very important question and the answer is M. Nagaraj. 73 now. Which Indian-born author won UK's Costa Children's Award 2019? The answer is Jasbinder Bilan. 74. India's first indigenous aircraft carrier to be commissioned by early 2021 is called what? So the answer is Vikrant. Question number 75. 16th NRI Day or the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas was held in New Delhi and it was observed on which date? So this date is very important. Every year on this date we have the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Answer is January 9, 2020. It's a very important day. Next question. How many fast track courts to dispose of rape cases under Women's Safety Mission will be set up in 24 states? The answer to this question, it is 1023. So these fast track courts, it will actually dispose of all of these cases and there are a shocking number of these cases. So almost I think 1.6 lakh cases. So all of these cases need to be sorted very fast and that is why they have set up 1023 fast track courts. The next question. Name of world's highest rail bridge being built by Indian Railways to connect Kashmir to the rest of India by 2021. The answer is Chenab Bridge. This is a very important bridge and it is very important for India's strategic security reasons as well. 78. The Forest Advisory Committee has approved forests to be traded as a commodity under which scheme? The answer is Green Credit Scheme. Question number 79. 5th edition of the Pulses Conclave 2020 was held where? The answer is Lonavala, Maharashtra. Question number 80. Uttar Pradesh government announced to build a 121-acre zoo named after which revolutionary? This is a very important question because this revolutionary had played a very important role in India's independence movement. So the answer is Ashfaqullah Khan. 81. First Muppavarappu Venkaiah Naidu National Award for Excellence and Social Service have been awarded to whom? So the first award is for excellence and the second award is for social service. So the answer to this question, it is MS Swaminathan and Gutta Muniratnam. So the next question, question number 82. First Indian equestrian to qualify for Tokyo Olympics in over 2 decades. So now remember that the Tokyo Olympics, which will be held in Japan, have now been postponed. So Shinzo Abe, the Prime Minister of Japan, he came out and he told that it will be cancelled. So the answer to this question, the answer is Fuad Mirza. And just note this name. Right now the Olympics has been delayed by I think 1 year. So after 1 year he will be going to Tokyo and competing. Question number 83. Which state adopted a new logo which will reflect the distinct identity and culture of the state? The answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Question number 84. Biennial event Wings India 2020 was held at which airport in March 2020? So the answer is Begumpet Airport, Telangana. Question number 85. Global Investor Meet Ascent 2020 was held where? Answer, Kochi, Kerala. 86. Government of India with RBI consultation has increased authorized capital of Indian Overseas Bank IOB to how much amount? The amount is 25,000 crores. Next question. India 2020 Energy Policy Review stated that India will surpass China in terms of oil demand growth by which year? So in terms of oil demand growth, we are going to surpass China very soon. The answer to this question, it is mid 2020. So it was expected that by the middle of this year we are going to surpass, but now because of the reduced oil consumption, perhaps this is not going to be met. 88. Which digital payment firm acquires digital credit startup PaySense for $185 million? So which is this payment firm? It is PayU India. 89. Which Indian Navy operation is protecting Indian flag vessels in the Strait of Hormuz due to rising US-Iran tensions? So our Indian Navy, they are actually protecting the Indian flag vessels in the Strait of Hormuz because of the rising Middle Eastern tensions between US and Iran. So right now this has actually taken a back seat to the coronavirus thing, but it is also a very important question. So the answer is Operation Sankalp. So remember the name. Question number 90. Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan launched which mission for steel sector in Kolkata, West Bengal? Answer, it is Purvodaya mission. 91. Minister for Women and Child Development and Textiles Smriti Irani launched which scheme for women entrepreneurship at Goa? The answer is Yashashwini scheme. 92. India's first cyber crime prevention unit Ashvast has been set up. So the full form of this, the answer is Assured Assistance Service Helpline for Victims at Shortest Time. Let's go to question number 93. SEBI extends deadline for separation of chairman and managing director posts for the top 500 listed entity firms to. So they have actually extended the deadline for the separation of these two posts. The answer is April 1, 2022. 94 now. Who became the 14th Prime Minister of Malta? So who is this person? It is Robert Abela. 95. Who won Taiwanese presidential election for the second time? So it is for the second time that this person has become the president, and it is Tsai Ing-wen. 96. Which malware was found to affect 14.23% Indian users by a Kaspersky report? So this is a very strong malware that has been going through a lot of Indian users' phones, and the answer to this is Shopper malware, and this is actually found in the Android system. So it hijacks the Android system, this malware. Next question. First ATP Cup 2020 was held in Sydney, Australia. So which country has won it? So this is a very important question. The answer is Serbia, and remember, it was the first ATP Cup. So this is the first ATP Cup, and a nation has to win this. So basically what happened was Novak Djokovic, who is from Serbia, he defeated Rafael Nadal from Spain, and finally Serbia has clinched this title. So let's move to the next question. On which date is National Youth Day observed to mark birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda? So 2020 was the 157th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, and this date, it is very, very important because National Youth Day falls on the same day. The answer is January 12th. 99. Which country has been selected to host the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's annual meeting of Council of Heads of Government for the first time? So the SCO, it is a very important organization, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and the headquarters is at Beijing, China. So what is this answer? So the answer to this question, it is India. Question number 100 we have reached. Finally, so the question is 11-member panel that will look into revision of royalty rates for minerals will be headed by whom? So who will be heading it? It will be Dr. K. Rajeshwara Rao. It's a very important committee, and so all of these committees and panels, the head of those panels or the committees are very important, so you must remember those names, very very important. Question number 101, government launched Integrated Road Accident Database IRAD. It was developed by which institute? The development was by IIT Madras. Question number 102, Swiss Football Observatory CIES named footballer Kylian Mbappe as the world's most valuable player. So he is worth how much? So the answer to this question, it is 265 million euros. And remember that Kylian Mbappe, he has actually won the Football World Cup with France. So he plays for the country of France, and right now he is playing with Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. So it's a very important name because this person, he is quite young. He is just 21 years of age and he has already had so many achievements, and he is also now the most valuable player in the entire world. So question number 103, which British Indian yoga champion won the Global Child Prodigy Award 2020? The answer is Ishwar Sharma. 104, who is the new Director General of the Central Reserve Police Force, the CRPF? A very very important question. The answer is AP Maheshwari. Remember this name. Question number 105, who was reappointed as the Surveyor General of India for 1 year? So the Survey of India, the head of that is the Surveyor General of India. So the answer is Lieutenant General Girish Kumar. Question number 106, IOC, the Indian Oil Corporation, has created a new NATO certified class of diesel for Indian Navy. So this class of diesel, it has been certified by the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So this is an organization of Europe, and it's also a military organization. So now this type of diesel are going to be used by Indian Navy. The answer is HFHSD IN512. So HFHSD, this HFHS, this is the high flash and high speed diesel. So this is also a very important type of diesel, and please note the this type of questions. So these are very important. Question number 107, in 2019, which country finished as the top shooting nation in the world with 21 gold, 6 silver and 3 bronze? So which country was it? It was none other than India. So we have become the top shooting nation in the world, a matter of great pride. Question number 108, Odisha's legendary filmmaker and director and 8-time national award winner who recently passed away. The answer is Manmohan Mohapatra. Next question, amount provided under Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi scheme for one-time treatment of rare diseases. So this will be provided to the BPL families and also to some other classes of citizens. So the answer is 15 lakh rupees. So remember this figure, it's very very important. Question number 110, Amit Shah signed historic Bru-Reang refugee agreement to settle how many refugees in Tripura? So this was a long-standing actually refugee agreement. It was stuck for a long time, but finally the government has passed it. The number of refugees, it is 34,000. Next question, India's annual global conference on geopolitics and geoeconomics, which is held in New Delhi every year, is called what? So this question, it is kind of a static question. It was recently held, so that's why I put it over here. So the answer is Resina Dialogue. It's a very very important dialogue and you must note the name. Question number 112, India signed a memorandum of understanding with which country in the field of information and broadcasting? So which country was this? This was Bangladesh. Question number 113, first state in India to initiate the International Union for Conservation of Nature IUCN's red listing of orchids. So the orchids which are going to be endangered, which are actually in the facing extinction, so these will be put in that list. So the answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Question number 114, 23rd National Youth Festival 2020 will be held where? So the answer is Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Question number 115, World Health Organization released global health challenges for 2020 and identified how many health challenges for the next decade. So for the next decade, they have identified how many challenges. So they have identified 13 main challenges. So these are the main health challenges that we face as a world for the next decade. 116. 15th Global Risk Report 2020 was released by the World Economic Forum. The theme of this report. So the answer is an unsettled world. So all of the reports that are launched by World Economic Forum or World Bank and these kinds of international multilateral organizations, you must note the names of the reports and also the themes for the current year. Next question, which bank unveils India's largest API, application programming interface, banking portal with nearly 250 APIs? The answer for this is ICICI Bank. Next question, India signed an agreement with World Bank for Assam Inland Water Transport Project worth how much amount? So this amount is also very important to remember. It is $88 million. Let's go to question number 119. South Central Zone of Indian Railways inked pact for doorstep banking in 585 stations with which bank? So which bank have they tied up with? It is State Bank of India. Question number 120 now. Saraswati Samman 2019 has been conferred upon which Sindhi writer? So Saraswati Samman, it is a very, very important award and the answer to this is Vasdev Mohi. Next question. New Prime Minister of Russia. So Russia is a very important country and you must note all the current developments there. So the answer is Mikhail Mishustin. And who is Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Putin, he is the president of Russia, and right now there has been a lot of tension because the president Putin, he is actually tried to consolidate his power and he is trying to remain in power for a longer amount of time, and some Russians do not like it. So there are new bills to be passed and that is why there is a lot of political turmoil over there. Question number 122. E-commerce platform that was launched by the Ministry of Housing in real estate sector to identify genuine properties. So what was the name of this portal? The name is housingforall.com. Question number 123. WWE legend and father of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, who passed away at 75. So The Rock is right now one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Hollywood stars. So his father, who recently passed away, the answer is Rocky Johnson. So finally, we come to the last question, and before we get there, I hope that you have noted down all of your marks and please tally it. Please find out how much you have scored. It's very important that you stay honest to yourself and honestly write down below how much you scored. Do not have any fear and do not fear that anybody is going to judge you for your marks. It is just for your own growth. Your battle is with yourself, not with anybody else. You have to improve on a daily basis, and how you are going to improve? By acknowledging your shortcomings. So please write down in the comments below how much you scored. We'll get down and I'll just talk with you and let you know if that is a good score or not. So question number 124, the last question. The 5-year-old boy from Hyderabad, Telangana, who set a Guinness World Record in Taekwondo. So a 5-year-old boy who set a Guinness World Record, can you believe? The answer is Ashman Taneja. So now we have come to the end of our current affairs session. So January 1 to January 17, 2020, all the important questions I have brought to you, and I hope that you enjoyed this session. Please write down in the comments below if you want to see something else or if I can improve this session further. I hope that you learned something from this video and that it was beneficial to you. We'll meet in the next one. Till then, stay strong and let's keep fighting coronavirus.